It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Thanks for welcoming us into your home during these very troubling and tough times. To be a part of your CEO Sales Huddle, an opportunity for you not only to grow your business, but an opportunity for the sales department. And that's what the CEO Sales Department is about. The sales department comes together for one purpose and one purpose only, and that's to make sure that you have the resources that are necessary to execute the big vision you have for the people you were called to serve. And every morning, we start off the exact same way for all of our new folks. It's with a business case, because I believe that success leaves clues. So imagine this, by the way. It's Saturday afternoon. Let's imagine you're pushing your cart, you're going down the grocery aisle, you're in the frozen food section, by the way, and you're on a mission. You want to find something delicious, something healthy, something that stands out, and something different. Does that sound like you on any given day, by the way? And then all of a sudden, at that moment, Bibigo's range of food jumps out. Now, it's Korean dumplings, ready to cook, easy to put into the microwave or into your air fryer. And you know one thing, it's good. So all of a sudden your taste buds are jumping. Now, when you go down that frozen food aisle, here's what we do know. There's a lot of different choices you have. A lot of different flavors that are out there. Your taste buds are probably going off right now with any one of your favorite. And many frozen food really lack really good global cuisine. And this is where Bibigo steps in. Offering more than just a quick meal, they're sharing a piece of Korean culture, but they faced a challenge of making their flavors seem traditional and taste really, really good. Now, if we go a little bit deeper, Bibigo finds its roots, I'll say, in the rich culture of Korean. That was brought to us by CJ. Now, he was an industry leader doing what he was doing on the Korean food scene, but despite being really good locally, within his local town, his local city, his local area, he wasn't getting the breakthrough he wanted internationally. And it was simple. Folks weren't really buying his frozen food to put into their stock in the grocery stores. Did you know that Bibigo isn't just about food? Now, I want you to know this. Hear this list, all the CEOs out there. They're really big players in the international event market. They sponsor stuff like the PGA Tour, the Asian Music Awards, making sure their flavors are seen by a wide variety of folks out there. Now, this strategy of being able to connect is a critical piece to their success. Bibigo doesn't just sell products. They sell experiences. They craft a unique sales message, combining not only their traditional food, that's pretty cool, but they also make sure they weave in their sales system the story of how they got started, the story how they're making changes. So they connect the story to their product. Now, they've invested heavily in doing this. They've invested about $44 million in creating a facility, CJ Blossom Park, and it's fueled with innovation, doing something different inside of their sales strategy. You might be saying, Shay, you're making me hungry and this sounds good. What's the big takeaway? Just get to it. What's the big takeaway? I hear you. I'm with you. The big takeaway is it teaches us that just like Bibigo didn't just focus on Korean food and the culture, your business shouldn't just focus on the product that it delivers. Instead, it should focus on sharing the stories, on how it solves the problem, weaving that into the impact that it has for those folks who need the services and products the most. When you do that way, not only are you going to be profitable, but you'll be impactful and you'll change lives and you have long-term success. You do that and you will see your sales go up, 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 up and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. It's an honor and a privilege to serve you. We're going to start off every single morning the way we always do, and that is with our mantra. And our mantra is 3 words. I know, just 3 words. Just 3 words. You know the 3 words. If you don't, you're hearing it for the first time. It's focus on sales. Repeat after me. Focus on sales. Now, what are the 3-word mantra for every CEO that's watching that exists on the planet? It's focus on sales. Now, here's the big why. It's because if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. The reason why is that sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. Shay, what's the point you want to make? The point I want to make at the end of the day as you're watching, as you're listening, is that selling is serious business. So every morning we start by saying focus on sales, because selling at the end of the day is the most serious thing that every CEO has to do in the business. But we don't just stop there. We're going to say focus on sales, but we take it a step further. We say as a CEO, we have 3 responsibilities. Our number 1 responsibility is to make sure that the sales department, hear me, the sales department has the people it needs. Got it, Jay. The sales department has the resources it needs. Got it, Shay. And the sales department, that's us as a CEO, because we allocate the resources. We establish the sales processes that are used in the sales department. So repeat this after me. This is your pledge. The pledge to the sales department is I will learn, earn, and return. Repeat after me. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from existing clients, in order to earn new and old clients to get them to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. Oh man, what a way to go. And we also step from there and we say, well, what are our objectives? Why get together? Why have a CEO sales huddle? Why have a CEO meeting? Why do you as a CEO tune in every single morning? It's for these three reasons. Number one objective is so your sales department, the sales department, can let its sales grow. So we look at the daily process. But then we also understand that every day is not rainbows, cupcakes, and unicorns. And so we understand that we have to say we have to handle any objectives. Objections that come in are hurdles. We talked about that a little bit earlier today. And then last, to understand the 5 sales pillars that every CEO, no matter where you are, you must know, you must understand in order to be successful. Sales pillar number 1 is you must have a one-page CEO sales plan. Sales pillar number 2 is you must understand your sales cycle. You must understand number 3, your sales message. And we're going to get into a whole segment that I love to do every morning. And this is one of my favorite segments, and that is the CEO dashboard. It's an opportunity for you as a CEO to understand that what gets measured gets managed, what gets managed gets better. I can't wait to tune into that because it's what it's all about. So and then you got to have your 7-figure sales team. Okay. Now, for those folks who are tuning in and we're getting a chance to meet, you can see me, but I can't see you. No matter what platform you're on, if you're on one of the social media platforms, you can do this. Do me a favor. Look right below the video, and put hashtag I'm here. Now that's the bat signal. I'm gonna respond back. The bat signal, you're in this conversation. If you're watching right now and you can't do that, or you're watching a replay, put hashtag replay. And for all the folks that are on our syndicated platforms, oh, we love you. We appreciate you as much as well. You can do me a favor. We can still connect. Whether it's on Instagram, that's my jam. LinkedIn, I guess that's my jam. Facebook, I guess they're all my jam these days. Go over to @IamCheBrown. Now, you might be on Roku, you might be on podcast. We appreciate you streaming us into your home or into your sales meeting or into your phone or into your tablet. Go over to @IamCheBrown right now. Drop me a note. Let me know you're in the building. Let me know what you enjoy. Let me know how we can continue to add value to you. Now, number one question I get asked all the time is, Shay, I hear you loud and clear, but what's the overall purpose, seriously, of the CEO Sales Huddle? So I do my own meetings, but what's the purpose of the CEO Sales Huddle? The purpose of the CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. So you already know how to sell, but there's a big why behind that. And we don't want to let that just go by, because the big why is very important. And the big why is all about sales growth. It's about sales accountability. And it's about sales consistency. And you may have heard this before, that consistency is the key. I've said it many times, but I'm going to continue to say it. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And having said that, what do most people struggle with? Consistency. So that's one of the reasons why we get together for 15 minutes a day. Not nice. All we ask is 15 minutes a day. You can do that. 15 minutes, that's 1% of your day. Like there's 1,440 minutes in every day. You only got to show up for 1%. As the CEO, you're in this type of conversation. And what is our overall objective? Our number one objective is for the department to generate extra $100,000 over and beyond whatever you're earning today, because you're in this conversation about not only just a CEO sales huddle, no, but about how you can serve, how you can solve bigger problems, how you can adjust your sales strategy, your sales message, your sales funnels that all lead to the sales system. This is what it's all about. Yeah, the $100,000 a month is pretty cool. I get that. But that's not why we come together. That's not the only reason we come together. Absolutely not, under no circumstance. Now, for those folks that want to know, well, Shay, $100,000 a month? Like, really? Seriously? I hear you say this. I'm buying into the philosophy, but I'm wondering, how do I really get there? Here's what we have. We have something that we created that's helped our most successful clients behind the scenes. It's called the CEO Sales Dashboard. And the CEO Sales Dashboard was created for a way for folks to measure, to then manage. And what we discovered was the principle of success. And I know it's not new, but it's so true. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So we said, well, look, there's only 5 indicators. Now, you can go get the CEO Dashboard. Type in www.ceodashboard.com. Go over to www.ceosalesdashboard.com. Once you get there, you're going to see it. You can go ahead and download. I'm going to bring it up in a moment. And and you're going to be able to enjoy that. Now, there's only 5 indicators that we're going to be measuring, right? 5, and you can do this. Number 1, we'll be looking at leads. Then there's appointments. Then there's offers. Then there's deals. I mean, I think I'm showing there's deals and there's new business, but let's go take a look at the CEO Sales Dashboard. Let's see how that can really help you. Now, for those that went over to www.ceosalesdashboard.com, you've downloaded it. You've got it. You're in this conversation with me right now. Go over and look at the left-hand side. Now, across the top, as you can see, there's leads. Go to today's date first. Let's do that. Go all the way across to today's date. Find today's date. Come down to today's date, and you'll see leads. You'll see appointments. You'll see offers. You'll see deals. Let's just hang out for a moment around appointments, because I want you to really lock in on appointments. And appointments has a couple of different categories, because for many of you, if you get in front of more qualified folks, you solve more problems. You'll get not only bigger deals, but you'll make more money. You'll have more impact. You'll serve more people. It's just a great domino effect. And that's one of the reasons why it's one of the first things I want you to measure and to manage. So let's go take a look at it. Let's break it down for a moment. Let's go in right now, left-hand side, and put down how many new leads went into your CRM system yesterday. Number 2, how many of those leads were engaged? That means they took some type of action. Number 3, how many were referrals? Now, I know referrals is a very important part of your business. I haven't met one person yet where referrals aren't an important part of their business, by the way. So let's look at how many were referrals. Now, maybe this is something your manager puts together. Maybe this is something your assistant puts together. Maybe it's something you do. Many of you do this right now in this conversation. Wherever you're sitting, you're stopping what you're doing. You're filling out your dashboard. And then you're looking at each of the components, because here's what we do know to be true. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. I love it. I love it. And let's focus on generating leads for the last 30 days, the last 3 weeks, the last 3 days, the last 72 hours. Take a look at that. And I want you to focus on just that one area. You can do it by product if you like. That would be pretty cool, by the way. Now, we also look at what wins we've had. I believe that powerful people ask powerful questions, because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So we're going to focus on 3 questions that we're going to ask ourselves right now, because we're going to celebrate our wins. Number 1, what are you most proud of for the sales department yesterday? When you look at the sales department yesterday, what are you most proud of? When you look at the sales department yesterday, what was your biggest accomplishment inside the sales department? You as a CEO, you're raising your hand right now saying, yes, I got it, Shay. And then if you could just brag as a CEO of the company, you're raising both hands high in the air and say, Shay, I'm ready to brag. I'm ready to step forward. What do you want to brag about? Powerful people ask powerful questions, because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. Isn't that amazing how that works? But then we're going to go to the other side of the spectrum, because we understand every day is not going to be easy. There's going to be some challenges, some hurdles. Let's ask ourselves 3 questions around hurdles, because powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So number 1, what was your biggest roadblock yesterday? Go ahead and write that down. Acknowledge it. What's preventing you today from taking action? Like, you look at today's schedule, look at everything you got to go. What's really going to be a big challenge for you? And number 3, what's the one thing you could do that if you did it, it would just move your business forward? Like, it would move forward like there is no tomorrow. Powerful people ask powerful questions. You got this. It's not a beat me up session. This is an opportunity for you to step up, for you to step forward, for you to say, I, as the CEO, I am responsible. Now I want you to go all the way to the other side, because we're going to give the message of the day. And the message of the day is be consistent. The message of the day is be consistent. The message of the day is be consistent. You know, when you look back at successful people, you look at all the books that you might want to read and the mentors you looked at, and they're going to all say, well, this is what I did, and that's going to be cool. So I'm going to have some other things they did, and you might be looking for that secret sauce. But here's what I do know to be true. That consistency is the key. So I want you to step back and ask your area, what's the one area in the sales department that you want to be more consistent in? You want the sales department to be more consistent. When it's more consistent in this area, I'm raising my hand saying the CEO sales dashboard. I'm raising my other hand and saying generate leads. I'm raising my other hand and saying we're going to make more offers. I want you to bring all that together. You bring all together, you get that synergy. Powerful people ask powerful questions, because questions steer focus. Be consistent. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And having said that, what do most people struggle with most in their life? In many areas of life, but today we're just talking about sales. It's all about consistency. With that being said, by the way, my name is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. It's an honor and a privilege to serve you. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the next CEO Sales Huddle. God bless, and keep doing God's work. Peace, everybody. We out.